guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. So in this video, we're going to talk about our findings on the noise per our previous video. As I promised my viewers, when we take the transmission out, we'll update findings. So what we found is basically a broken clutch. So the Street Fighter Lethal Performance 525 Kevlar clutch, it's cracked. In fact, it's cracked in 3 places. We basically destroyed it. How, I don't know, but we'll tell you what we did through the break-in. But let's take a look first. The transmission fluid. So we deemed the transmission good. Transmission turns over freely, easily in gear. You can turn it over 2 fingers. So it's up for sale, but let's take a look at the fluid. And it's exactly how Alan from Calimer shop described. It's going to be dark, but it's still translucent. There's really no metallic in it. They said it would be, but we don't see anything. So yeah, fluid looks good. I got the transmission up for sale, in fact, already. So anybody's interested, $27.50. It comes to the Barton shifter. It's a great deal. Anyways, so we'll move on. What we found again is a cracked clutch, so let's take a look at that, and then we'll talk about what we did on our break-in. Why this damn thing is cracked, I have no idea. Well, we do. It's heat, obviously, right? We got a crack here. We have a crack here, and also a crack here. So you can see on the back side where it's grabbing, it got hot. Now these are actually raised. These are not grooves. This is a Kevlar buildup. Same on our flywheel. Our flywheel's getting turned. And this is just a floppy piece of shit. In my opinion, this is a really poor design. I don't know how this ever went through an R&D. It's supposed to be drag strip rated. Just my opinion, it's junk. In fact, it's so junk. It's a $500 clutch. I have a warranty on it. I can get a new one if I send it back, but guess what? I'm not. I wouldn't put this clutch on anybody. I had it up for sale to a subscriber. I believe he lives in Germany. I'm not going to sell it to him. Why? I wouldn't sell this clutch to anybody because I think it's a piece of shit. So, yeah, that's, in my opinion, that's how bad it is. Now, when we broke this clutch in, I went through it on my channel. We went through 750, not just driving miles, shifting miles. So this build, again, on this car is about reliability, performance, etc. So I was super careful, one, on break-in. I didn't do anything stupid. So we drove it fine, no high RPM shifts, and I shifted a lot while we were traveling. So we did a lot of city driving. So as I'm cruising, I'm downshifting, just to get the clutch engaged and out. And we're not talking hard shifts. We're talking very gentle shifting, because I knew the more I shifted, the better this clutch would seat and break in. So our first test on this clutch, I launched a car, it was fine. The second test and third test, when I shifted to second, something weird happened where it felt like it went into 4th gear, which I don't believe it did. The clutch just, I don't know, it got hot. You could smell Kevlar, and I didn't test it again. I just drove the car that way since last summer. The rest was a roll. That's how I would run the car if I ever got into it. I never got it off the line. I never did a burnout with this clutch. So when we tried most recently, around just putting some videos up on the noise I was getting, my buddy tried launching it in 1st gear and it failed. It kind of like just died. So this clutch, it failed. It's, again, in my opinion, bad design. They should be pulling it off the shelf and not even wasting people's time and money on this. So I wouldn't push this clutch off on to anybody. I can get it replaced new per my warranty. I got a 3-year warranty. I paid for that. Piss on it. I'm not, like I said, I wouldn't do that to somebody. I'm not going to. It's junk. So I want you guys to know that. And you know, you're looking for clutches. You know, I made some bad choices. I think the RST has been a great clutch. It's what I ran before. 2 years of fun driving on it. A lot of racing with it. And, you know, of course, we changed it out for heat. And we went to a single disc clutch, a sprung clutch, just to see if we can't dampen some of the noise in the transmission. So anyways, obviously the clutch failed. It got worse. That's what the clunking noise was. Our throwout bearing was in good shape, so we're reusing that. And our pilot bearing is also good. We cannot reuse that with the new Tremec, but we do have a new bushing for the Tremec we're going to use that came with the McLeod Street Extreme single disc clutch we're going to use. As far as the build is going, the trans is going good. We should have it back by mid next week. It got all wired up. The shop is doing a great job. It's Scott's Auto. They're doing a great job getting things wired. I knew they would. They always work on my car, and they do meticulous work, you know, for me. They know how I am. Anyways, they're getting everything wired up, and they're not soldering the wires. They're actually going to do plugs, so everything's going to be a plug-in. And then they'll get the program. We'll show you guys the programming. You can program all your gear ratios with a Bluetooth on your phone, which is kind of a cool setup. But the last thing we need to do is get our transmission gears updated in the program, in the HP Tuners program. Apparently there's a drop-down list. Now it's not a tune, but we need to get those updated in there. So the ECM can see the rotation of the gears, so it knows how fast you're going. That will get your cruise to work. I've never did that on my Calimer. I never did that update. My cruise never worked, and I always wondered why it didn't. So that's why it didn't work. But anyways, everything's looking good. We should have the car back together. Like I said, we'll be testing it, and we'll just go through a whole break-in and share that with you guys. But I'm super excited about this. So again, Calimer Stage 3, we deemed it good. Again, yes, it's a whiny, noisy transmission, but that's the nature of it. If anybody's interested, hit me up, but I recommend, just my opinion, not to use it in the daily for a dedicated track car. All right, guys, so that'll wrap this video up. We'll keep them coming. We'll keep you updated on the install. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. You guys have a great day and take care. Thanks.